Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Student Diary. Today I have brought one more video related to Sanskrit for all of you. So on my channel you will find all the videos related to Sanskrit for grade 5 to grade 10 of CBSE board. I'll cover all the topics from literature and grammar one by one. I promise I will make you understand all the topics in great detail and in an easy way, so you will also become an expert in Sanskrit soon. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel so that you can get notified whenever a new video comes. And if you find the videos helpful, please hit the like button. That will motivate me. So on this note, let's start today's video. So today's video is in continuation with the continuation to the last video. So those who are watching my videos regularly, they will be knowing. So in the last video, we started the series of lessons for grade 9 and 10. And as we know, there are two books for grade 9 and 10, Manika and Shemushi. So one by one, I will cover all the chapters from both the books. So I started with the first chapter of Manika textbook, and we did the translation explanation of this chapter, Avivekah Paramapadam Padam. And I will provide the link to the video of the translation of this lesson. Those who have not watched that, first watch the explanation and word by word meaning and translation, and then come back to this video because today we are going to do the exercises of this chapter. So let's start with today's video where we are going to do the exercises of this chapter. Let's start. Now, the first main of the chapter is निम्नलिखित प्रश्नानाम उत्तरानि एक पदेन लिखित. एक पदेन means one word. So we have to write the answers of the questions in one word. To give you a little background of the story, it was a story about a Brahmin and the mongoose and the snake. Right? As we know in the story, what happened that the Brahmin had to go to the king's palace for some shrad, and he did not have anyone who could take care of his child at home in his absence. So what he does, he just appoint the mongoose, which was actually taken care by him from a long time, and he went after appointing him. Appointing the mongoose, and then what happens as the Brahmin goes for the shrad. So then the knuckle sees, the mongoose sees that one snake has come near, snake is coming near to the baby to maybe it can harm it. So by seeing the snake, actually the mongoose killed the snake. Right. So when he killed the snake, so what happened that his full body became red because of killing of the snake. In the meantime, the Brahmin comes back and then he sees that the navel, or the what do you say, the mongoose is like full red in blood, and the Brahmin thinks that this has killed my son, and without even thinking, with this assumption only that maybe he has killed my son, he just kills the mongoose. And then when he goes inside, he sees that the snake is killed and his baby is sleeping happily. So he just understands the full story, but what may have happened. But he feels very guilty. He feels very sad because he has killed an innocent soul, right? A very kind soul he has actually killed. So the moral of the story is that you should not do any work without thinking, without viveka, because aviveka is the place of problems. It can lead to you many problems. So that was just the little background of the story. So let's start with the exercises of this chapter. So first one is that you have to write the answers in one word. Let's read the first question. Ujjainyam kim nam viprah avasat. Ujjainya means in Ujjaini. So you remember that, right? That Brahmin was living in the Ujjaini city, and it is in Saptami Vibhakti, so it is in Ujjaini. Kim nam. Kim means what? Nam means named. Vipra means Brahmin or the priest. Avasat means lived. So in Ujjaini city, what named Brahmin lived? So what was the name of the Brahmin? It was Madhavaha, right? The name of the priest was Madhavaha. Correct? I hope you understood the first question. Let's go for the second one. Madhavaha Ken Shradhartham Nimantritah. Madhav is the name of the priest. Ken, it is in Tritya Vibhakti, right? So the question is by whom? Correct? By whom? Shradhartha means for Shrad, for some invitation, Shrad you can say. Nimantritah means invited. So by whom he was invited? By the king. So king, the root word is Rajan, and Rajan in Tritya Vibhakti goes as Ragya. Correct. So I will request all the students that please try to understand the questions properly. You can write the meanings of the question word and all those in your book so that when you want to refer to them later, it will be easy for you to recall everything. And also, whichever different words are there, those shabdrups you have to learn, like Rajan, it is an important word you will find in many places. So remember the Rajan shabdrup properly. Fine. So in this one, Tritya Vibhakti of Rajan is Ragya. Fine. So by whom he was invited? By the king he was invited. And as usual, I am hoping everyone is with their notepads and books and all that, and with their pens and pencils, so that you can write whatever notes I am trying to give you. Okay. I don't like my students sitting idle. Okay, now third one, akriyamanasya kartavyasya rasam kaha pibati. Akriyamanasya kartavyasya means whatever has not been done on time, right? Of that, because it is in Shashti Vibhakti, right? So that means it's giving you the meaning of that. Of the work which is not being done on time, rasam is nectar, kaha means who, pibati means drinks. So who drinks the nectar or the fruit of the work which is not being done on time? That is time. Correct? Time is going to drink the nectar. So kaha is who. So the answer is going to be kalaha, time. Got it? Next one. Kim karomi iti kaha chintyati. Kim karomi means what should I do, right? Iti means this. This means they are talking about this. Kim karomi. Kaha means who. Chintyati means thinks. So who thinks what should I do? Who thinks? Madhavaha or Brahmanaha. Anything you can write because the name of the Brahman in the story was Madhav. So you can say Madhavaha also, or you can say Brahmanaha also. Understood? Both the things are going to be correct. Next one. Krishna Sarpaha Ken Drishtaha. Krishna Sarpaha meaning the black snake. Ken means by whom. Drishtaha means seen. So this sentence is in passive voice. By whom the snake was seen. By whom? We know, right? So Ken is like by whom. So mongoose, right? Nakulen. Correct? Nakulen. By whom the snake was seen? By Nakul, by mongoose. So it is Nakulen. Right? Next one. Nakulam kaha vyapaditvan. Now read the sentence properly. Nakulam is an object. Kaha means who. Right? Nakulam is an object, so it will be two nakul, two mongoose. Right? Two mongoose. Vyapaditvan means killed. So who killed the mongoose? Who killed? Madhavaha or Brahmanaha. Same thing. Right? Anything you can write out of these two, either Madhavaha or Brahmanaha. Correct. So the question can be that also. Nakulaha kam vyapaditvan means to whom Nakul killed. Here it is Nakulam kaha vyapaditvan means Nakul was killed by whom? Okay, who killed Nakul? So it is Brahmanaha. Isliye I am telling that please read the question properly what they are asking. Next one, Sampadaha kam vrinate. Sampadaha means the properties, right? The properties. Come means to whom. It is again an object for pulling. Vrinate means choose. So the properties choose to whom? To the suitable person, right? The person who thinks and then act. So they are called as Vimrishyakarinam. Right? It was a part of our shloka, correct? Vimrishyakarinam, to the person who is actually thinking and acting, not doing the work in hurry bari. I hope the first main is clear to all of you. It is one of the most important mains you have. You get the questions like this only in your exam. So give a thumbs up if you're feeling that you have understood all the questions. And if you have any doubts or queries related to any question, so you can just write to me in the comment section. I will reply to that. Okay, so let's go for the second main. Second main is asking us, Adho likit prashnanam uttarani purna vakyan. Purna vakyan means with full sentence. Right? You have to write the complete sentence for this. Correct? Likhat means write. So write the answers to these questions in full sentence. First one. Brahmanaha balakasya rakshaya kam upayam achintyat. So Brahmanaha means that priest, correct? Balakasya means of baby because we know that he was having a baby. Rakshaya means for the protection. It is in Chaturthi Vibhakti, right? For protection. Come means to whom? Come means what? Basically, it is like an object. Upaya means solution. Achintyat means thought. So what solution did he think about protecting the baby? So that you can just write the full sentence from here itself. Just 1 second. So he thought that you will say that Brahmanah achintya, this one. चिरकाल पालितम इमं पुत्र निर्विशेषम नकुलम बाल रक्षायाम व्यवस्थाए गच्छामि. Okay, I am not writing the full sentence in the question form, in the question answers. So you can also mark it here. It is the first answer for the second main. Okay, and no need to write just now itself. You can write it later whenever you get the time. Just I wanted to tell that this is the answer here for the first one. Fine, got it? Let's go for the second question. I hope this is clear to all of you. Next one. Brahmanen avicharya kim kritam. Brahmanen means by Brahmin, right? By the priest. Avicharya means without thinking. Vicharya means after thinking. Avicharya means without thinking. Okay, without thinking. Kim kritam. Kim means what? Kritam means done. So what was done by Brahmin without thinking? So you will say Brahmanen avicharya nakulam nakulam vyapaditam. Nakulam Vyapaditam. So you will be writing the answer as Brahmanen Avicharya Nakulam Vyapaditam. So what did he do? He killed the Nakul. He killed the mongoose, right? So the answer will be Brahmanen Avicharya Nakulam Vyapaditam. I hope it is clear to all of you. Next one. Kalaha Kasya Rasam Pibati. So Kalaha means time. Kasya means of what? Rasam is nectar. Pibati means drinks. I think we discussed this in the short answers also. So time drinks the nectar of what? What? So the things which are not done on time. Correct? So in the place of kasya, we have to write the answer word. So it is going to be, if you write the full one, full, so you can write kalaha, rasam, pibati, you will write as it is. In place of kasya, you will be writing akriya manasya, kartavyasya. The one which is not done on time. Kartavya means the work. So the work which is not done on time, of that, the time is going to drink the nectar. Correct? Next one. Kidrishaha Nakulaha Brahmanasya Charanyoho Aluthat. So Kidrishaha means what kind of? It is an adjective question word, right? So what kind of? Nakulaha is mongoose. Brahmanasya means of priest. It is Shashti Vibhakti, right? So it is of priest, of Brahmin. Charanyoho means in feet. We are using Dvivachan because we have 2 feet. Aluthat means started rolling. So what kind of mongoose started rolling? Tell me, the one which was actually red, right? So you will be saying that Rakt Vilipt Mukh Padaha. Okay, so that kind of mongoose. So in place of Kidrishaha, you will be writing Rakt Vilipt Mukh Padaha Nakulaha Brahmanasya Charanyoho Aluthat. So the mongoose which were actually red in mouth and feet because of killing the snake. That Nakul started rolling in the Brahman's feet. Correct? Why he was rolling? Because he was feeling very happy that he has saved the baby. Correct? So next one, I hope the fourth one is clear to all of you. Next one, Nakulen kaha vyapaditaha. Now just see the question. Nakulen, by Nakul, right? It is Tritya Vibhakti. So I was telling you the same thing only. So it is by Nakul, by mongoose. Kaha means who. Vyapaditaha means killed. So who was killed by Nakul? Who was killed? The snake, right? So you will be saying Nakulen Krishna Sarpaha. In place of Kaha, Krishna Sarpaha will come. Understood? In place of Kaha, Krishna Sarpaha. So the answer will become Nakulen Krishna Sarpaha Vyapaditaha. Right? So Nakul killed Krishna Sarpa and Brahmin killed Nakula. Fine? See the questions properly. Next one. Param Apadam Padam Kim. Param Apadam Padam Kim. Param Apadam means big problem. Right? Big problem. Padam means you can say reason or you can say place. Kim is what? So what is the reason for getting into the big problem? Avivekah. Correct? So in place of Kim, we are going to write Avivekah. This is the title of the story also. Correct? So we'll be saying Param Apadam Padam Avivekah. Fine. Next one, Sampadaha Kidrishyah Bhavanti. So Sampadaha means the properties, the wealth and all that. Kidrishyah means what kind of. So they are asking the adjectives, they are asking the Visheshan of the Sampada. Bhavanti means are. Right? So what kind of Sampadaha are? Gunalubdaha. Gun Lubdaha. Right? That was in the shloka, correct? So it is Sampadaha Gun Lubdaha Bhavanti. So the properties are something which get attracted towards the qualities. Correct? I hope the first and the second main are clear to all of you. Please give a thumbs up if you are understanding, if you are finding the video helpful. And in case of any doubts or any suggestions or any feedbacks, you can write to me in the comment section. Okay, now let's start with the third main, which is Prashnirman, right? This is one of my favorite exercise, and I feel that students struggle in this a lot. So I always tell to learn some Shabdrups for doing Prashnirman, like Kim Shabdrup, which is actually in all the three genders, right? Pulling, we have Kim Shabdrup in Pulling, Striling, and Napunsakling. You have to remember this. And then one more you have to learn is the Kidrish Shabdrup. That also will go because Kidrish is the question word for what do you say? The adjective words, the Visheshan Shabd. Whenever the question answer word is Visheshan, you have to use the Kidrish Shabdrup as the question word because adjectives will go according to the noun itself, according to the subject itself. So they will also be in pulling, Striling and Napunsakling. So to remember Kidrish Shabdrup, you don't have to remember any separate Shabdrup. If Kidrish will go like Balak in pulling, okay, it will go like Balak. So Balak is like Balakaha, so it will become Kidrishaha. So like Balakaha, Balakau, Balakaha. Same way it is Kidrishaha, Kidrishau, Kidrishaha. Same way the full Shabdrup will go. In Striling, it will go like Nadi Shabdrup, like Nadi goes Kidrishi, Kidrishau, Kidrishyaha, right? Like Nadi, Nadyau, Nadyaha, correct? Kidrishi, Kidrishyau, Kidrishyaha, correct? Then in Napunsakling, it goes like Fal Shabdrup, like Fal goes like Phalam, Phale, Phalani. So Kidrish will go like Kidrisham, Kidrishe, Kidrishani. Okay, so but you have to remember it. That is what I am trying to say. Fine, Kim and Kidrish we need, for sure we need, and then other than that we have like Kutra and all those. So I can just write for Kutra when the answer is for like a place, so where, then Kada when the question word is for when, right? When you're getting the time, then Kutra Kada, then Kimartham when you get the answer for why, right? Then we have Katham when we get the answer for how, then Kati when we get the answer for how many. I hope these many are there. If I will be knowing some more, I will tell you. Yeah. So just remember for Kada the answer is going to be in Saptami Vibhakti or like a time they will tell. For Kutra, it will be Dvitya or Saptami. For Kimartham, it will be Chaturthi Vibhakti. And for Katham, it is going to be Tritya Vibhakti. And for Kati, it will be a number or like they will tell how many in the number. Fine. So these are the main question words which you always have to remember. Fine. Now let's start with the question words. First one, Madhavaha Ujjainyam Avasat. So Ujjainyam. So with this only we get to know that it is in Saptami Vibhakti, right? Ujjainyam. I remember I told you when I was telling the translation of the chapter, in the city, right? In Ujjaini city. So for this one, what should be the question word? You can write Kutra also. Kutra makes sense, but sometimes you can write Kasyam also. Kasyam doesn't make much sense here. Kutra makes much sense that where he was living, right? So he was living in Ujjaini. Correct. So for Ujjainam, it will be Kutra. Now, if I ask the question word for Madhavaha, Madhavaha is just like Balakaha, Prathma Vibhakti Ekvachan. So we need for Kim also pulling Shabdru because Madhav is a pulling word, right? So pulling Prathma Vibhakti Ekvachan is going to be Kaha. Correct? So we know that they are not going to ask us only these words. They can ask any word from the chapter for the question words. So that is the reason whenever I tell you the meanings, I tell you with the vibhaktis. So you can understand in which vibhakti the word is, what is the exact meaning of the words. That will be very, very helpful in making the question words for that. Understood? Let's go for the second one. Brahmani Shishoho Rakshartham Brahmanam Niyojya Snatum Gata. So Brahmanam. So if you see the meaning of the sentence, it is the Brahmani means the lady of the wife of the Brahmin, right? That lady, Shishoho means of baby, it is Shashti Vibhakti, right? So of baby, Rakshartham means protection, for protection. So for protection of the baby. Brahmana means to the Brahmin. Niyojya means appointing. Snatum Gata means went for taking bath, right? So now for Brahmanam is like to whom. Brahman is an object here, right? So and Brahman is pulling also, and for object we use Dvitiya Vibhakti. So for Brahmanam, the question word is going to be come, to whom. Understood? Now, if I want to ask the question word for Brahmani, it is feminine and it is Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachan only, right? It will go like just Nadi Shabdrup only. So it is going to be Ka. Okay. So if someone asks you the question word for Brahmani, it will be Ka. Shishoho, just now I told you that it is actually Shashti Vibhakti, correct? So for and Shishu will be like Guru Shabdrup, it will go. It is a pulling Ukarant, correct? So for that, the question word is going to be Kasya. Understood? Rikasya. And if I ask you for Rakshartham is like for protection. So for Kimartham, you can find the word Artham in the end. So here we have Artham, right? Rakshartham is Raksha plus Artham. Correct? So for Rakshartham, the question word is going to be Kimartham. Understood? Why he just appointed the Brahmin to protect the baby, right? I hope this is making sense to all of you. You are able to understand everything. Next one, Brahmanah Daridriyat Achintyat. So Daridriyat. So with that only you get to know, right? Okay, first do the meaning of this. Brahmanah means the Brahmin, the Madhav, that person. Daridriyat means of out of his poverty. Achintyat means thought. So he thought out of his poverty. So this is actually a Panchami Vibhakti word, right? Ending with at, correct? So in this case, the question word is going to be Kasmat. Okay. I hope it is clear. And for Brahmanaha, we know it is going to be Kaha, like same one for Madhavaha. Next one. यदि कार्यम क्षिप्रम न क्रियते तदा कालः tasya rasam pibati. So if the work is not done on time, then the time is going to have the take the nectar of that work, right? Correct. So for tasya, by seeing only we get to know it is shashti vibhakti, right? So the question word is going to be kasya. Correct. If I ask you the question word for rasam, what it drinks, the nectar, right? So it is going to be kim, because ras is going to be a napunsakling word, right? Kalaha, Kalaha is a pulling. So Kalaha is in Prathama Vibhakti. So it will be Kaha. Right? Who drinks? So Kaha, Prathama Vibhakti. Understood? This way they can ask you anything, any word as the answer word, like for which you have to frame the questions. Next one. Sa Brahmanaha Nakulam Bal Rakshayam Vyavasthapyat. Sa Brahmanaha means that Brahmin. Nakulam means to the Nakul. Bal Rakshayam means for protecting, in the protection of the child. Vyavasthapyat means appointed. Correct? So for Nakulam, what is going to be the question word for Nakulam? It's again going to be come. Right? To whom? So when the Brahmani was there, she appointed Brahmin, and when Brahman was there, he appointed the mongoose. Correct? So Nakulam is come. Correct? Bal Rakshayam. If you see the word Rakshayam, so again you are seeing that it is in Saptami Vibhakti. Correct? That is Rakshartham. For Rakshartham we had Kimartham. For Rakshayam it will be Kasyam. Okay, in what? Understood? So just see the word, how it is ending, and how the root will go. Based on that, you have to decide the question word. Fine. Next one. Nakulaha samipam agachantam Krishna sarpam amaryat. So Nakulaha means the mongoose. Samipam agachantam means coming near. Krishna Sarpa means the black snake. Amaryat means killed. So again, to whom he killed? To the snake, right? So snake is an object here. So for Krishna Sarpam, the question word is going to be again come. Right? To whom? To the black snake. Fine. Now, if I ask you this word agachantam, agachantam, if for this word, if I ask you the question word, then so now, if you just see that Krishna Sarpam and Agachantam, they are in the same Vibhakti and same Vachan, and right? So, to whom they saw? To the snake. So, which snake? Which was coming near. So, this word is used as a Visheshan for Krishna Sarpam. Okay, so for agachantam, the question word is going to be kidrisham. What kind of snake? The one who was coming near. Understood? Which snake they are talking about? The snake which was coming near. So for agachantam, the question word is going to be kidrisham. For Krishna Sarpam, the question word is going to be come. I hope it is clear to all of you. Let's go for the next one. Nakulasya mukham padaha cha rakten viliptaha. Nakulasya means of Nakul. It is Shashti Vibhakti, right? Mukham means the face. We have one face. Padaha means the feet. Cha means and. Rakten means with blood. Viliptaha means covered. So the mouth and the feet of the snake, of the Nakul, were covered with the blood, right? So Rakten, we just by looking at the word, we can say it is in Tritya Vibhakti. Raktam is a Napunsakling word, but all the Napunsakling word go from Tritya Vibhakti as pulling only, correct? So the question word for Rakten is going to be cane. For Tritya Vibhakti, same in pulling and Napunsakling. Fine. For Nakulasya, if I ask you what is the question word? Kasya. Shashti Vibhakti, it's simple only, right? Mukham. What? Kim. Right? Mukh is going to be your Napunsakling word, so it is Kim. Na Padaha. It is not a Napunsakling word, it is a pulling word. Okay. If I ask you the question word for Padaha, it is going to be K because it is a pulling Bahuvachan. Prathama Vibhakti. Fine. It will be Kehe. Fine. I think all the question words we have discussed in detail, and you enjoyed learning making the question words, right? And I know that gradually, if you will start thinking word by word, you will also become an expert in framing the question words. And this exercise, I know it comes for 5 or 6 marks in boards, and students are most scared of it. But I am trying my best to make it in the easiest way so that you can understand it nicely and you can do the question words yourself. Okay, just two conditions are there. You have to learn the kim and kidrish shabdrup, and all the basic shabdrups you should be knowing very well. They should be on your tips. Shabdrups and dhaturups are like the tables in mathematics, so they are like you have to learn it, you have to remember it. There is no other way out. Okay, chalo. Let's go for the next main. This is also one of the important main from the exam point of view. Adho likhit prashnan yatha nirdesham. Yatha nirdesham means as directed. So they will ask you a different question in every part, and you have to answer according to that. Okay, let's see the first one. Asti Ujjainyam Madhavah Nam Viprah. This is the first sentence of the story. We know the meaning of this line, right? There was a priest or Brahmin, sorry, Brahmin named Madhav in Ujjaini city, right? Asmin Vakya means in this sentence. So this is the question they are asking based on this sentence. In this sentence, him means what? Kriya Padam. What is Kriya Padam? The verb. Prayukta means used. So which is the verb used in this? We know there is only one verb used in this. This is asti. Right? It was easy to identify the verb in this. Next one. Kintu balasya atra rakshakaha na asti. So, but there is no one to protect here, right? The protector is not there. Atra kim kartrupad vartate. Atra means here, means in this sentence they are talking about. Kim means what? Kartrupad means the subject. So vartate means is. So what is the subject in this sentence? What do you think? Balasya cannot be, right, because it is of the balak, correct? Atra is also not the subject. Kintu is also not the subject. Rakshakaha is the subject because asti is going to be the verb, right? Is. So who is not there? Rakshak is not there. So in this case, the subject, the Kartrupad is Rakshakaha. Fine. So the best way to find out the Kartrupad is just you have to see the verb. You have to see the Kriya. So what kind of Kriya is there? The verb, the subject, the Kartrupad is going to be based on that. So Asti is there, right? So Asti means is. So about whom we are talking about is the protector. So Rakshak is the Kartrupad. If they ask you to find out the verb, then see the subject for which the verb is being used. So with the help of these two things, you can make the connections. Fine. Third one. Brahmanam drishtva nakulah rakt vilipt mukh padah tasya charneyoh aluthat. So after looking the Brahmin, the mongoose who was actually covered with blood and all that, he started rolling in his feet. Correct? Asmin vakye kim visheshye padam paryuktam. So asmin vakye means in this sentence, Kim means what? Visheshya means the noun. So students generally get confused in the two words, Visheshan and Visheshya. Visheshya is the noun. Okay, Visheshya is the noun word and Visheshan is the adjective. Fine. Visheshya is the word which the adjective is describing. Okay, to which adjective is describing. So suppose you have a word old car. So in this case, old is going to be the Visheshan and car is going to be the noun. Understood? So same way you have to find out in Sanskrit also, and in Sanskrit it is easy to find out. I have told you always that Visheshan and Visheshya will be in the same vibhakti, same vachan, same gender. Then it becomes easy to just understand that. Correct? So in this case, the Brahmanam, there is no adjective used here for Brahmanam. Correct? Drishtva is a verb. Nakulaha. So Nakulaha is going to be the mongoose, right? Rakt Vilipta Padaha means the one who is covered with blood, right? So which Nakul? The one who is actually covered with the blood, right? So Nakulaha is the Visheshya used here. Okay, Nakulaha is the Visheshya used and Rakt Vilipta Mukh Padaha is the Visheshan for Nakulaha. Understood? I hope this made your doubts clear, right? Next one. Atrantare Brahmanah api Shradham Gruhutva Gruham Upavritah means in the meantime, Brahmin also came home after receiving the Shrad. Correct? Atra Datva iti padasya Kim Vilom Padam Pradatam Asti. Vilom Padam. So now they are saying that in Atra means here, Datva. For this word, for which word? For Datva. Kim Vilom Padam means opposite word. Pradatam means given. Asti means is. So for Datva, what is the Vilom Shab? Vilom is opposite you have to tell for Datva. Datva means giving. Now what it should be? Grihutva. That means taking, accepting. Right? So Grihitva is the opposite word. So whenever you have the opposite words, whenever you have the same meanings, they all will be in the same types, in the same vibhakti, same gender. They will be exactly giving the same type of meanings. Okay. Understood? Like Datva was there having Katva Pratyay. So Grihitva, that will also be in Katva Pratyay only or Lyap Pratyay. Fine? Because Katva and Lyap give you the same meaning. Fine? I hope this is clear. Next one. Balakah sustah sarpah cha vyapaditah tishtati. So baby was healthy and the snake was killed. Atra balakah sustah. The two words they are telling is balakah and sustah. Iti anyo. Out of these two words. Okay. Iti anyo means out of these two words. Kim Visheshan Padam Asti. So which is the Visheshan used? Now I told you Visheshan is the adjective. So Balakaha means the baby and Sustaha means happy. So which is going to be the adjective word? Happy, of course. So Sustaha is the Visheshan and Balakaha is the Visheshya. Right? Next one. Yadi Satvaram na gachami. So if I do not go on time or early, basically Satvaram is like soon. If I do not go soon, iti atra shighram iti padasya kim paryay padam prayuktam. Iti atra means in this sentence, shighram means for the shighram word, kim paryay padam. Paryay means the same meaning, having the same meaning used. So for shighram means shighra meaning is also soon, right? The shighra meaning is also soon. Satvara meaning is also soon. So for shighram, satvaram has been used. Understood? I have not written the answer for this. This is going to be sustaha. I hope this main was clear. Students mainly lose marks in this Prashna Nirman and the Bhashik Karyam. So this way you have to decode the questions one by one. What is the kind of question they are asking and how to just decode the sentence, and then based on that you can answer the question. Okay, I hope this video will be helpful to all of you. Let's go for the next one. That is the घटनाक्रम अनुसार वाक्यानि पुस्तिकायाम लिखत. That means घटनाक्रम अनुसार means in the sequence, like what happened first in the story, then what happened, then what happened. Like that you have to write the sentences. Fine. So for this you should be knowing the story. So I will tell you the meaning of all the sentences. Then I hope you will be able to do. The first sentence says that Brahmanah Nakulam Bal Rakshartham Vyavasthapya Gachati. So Brahman is appointing the mongoose for the protection of the child and goes. Second one, Ujjainya Madhavo Nam Vipraha Vasati means in Ujjaini Madhav named priest is living. living. And then the third one is Brahmanah Shradham Gruhitva Prati Agachati, means Brahman is has accepted the Shrad and came back. Right? Fourth one, Brahmanah Shradhartham Ragya Nimantritah Bhavati. So Brahman is invited by the king for Shrad. Next one, Brahmanah Shradartham Ragyah Prasadam Gachati. Prasadam is not that prasad, it is prasadam means palace. Okay, so Brahman is going to the king's palace for the Shrad. Next one, Nakulaha Balakasya Samipam Agachantam Sarpam Maryati. So that mongoose has killed the snake which was coming near to the Maryati, means killing, to the snake which was coming near to the baby. Next one, Brahmanah Sustaha Putram Drishtva Vishadam Anubhavati. Brahman saw the baby happy, and by looking at that, he started feeling sad. Next one, Nakulasya mukham rakt viliptam bhavati. Nakul's face and face is full of blood, right? Then Brahmanah rakt vilipt mukham nakulam drishtva chintyati nunam khaditah me putrah ane nakulin. Means when the Brahmin saw the covered the what do you say, mongoose covered with blood and all, he saw that and he thought definitely he has eaten my son. Next one, Sahasa Karyam na viditi. In the sudden, in the hurry burry, we should not do any work. Right? So I hope you have understood the meaning of all the sentence, and these are the same sentences which were there in the chapter also. So we can tell what happened first. First is like he was living there, right? Then he was invited, correct? Then what he did? He actually appointed the Nakul, right? Correct? And then he went for the Shrad, right? Then what happens? Then this Nakul actually killed the snake, correct? And because of killing the snake, he became covered with blood and all, right? And when he was covered in blood and all, and the Brahmin looked at him, he killed him, right? And sorry, he should actually come back. So then only, correct? So this will not be the seventh one. I'm not able to erase it, but this will not be the seventh one. This one. In the meantime, he comes back and then he kills, right? Because before coming back, he can't kill. And then he start feeling the sadness after killing, correct? When he saw the babies happily sleeping. And then the moral of the story that we should not do the work in hurry burry. Okay, I hope you understood this. I'm giving a pause of 5 seconds. You can take the screenshot of this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hope you have taken the screenshot of this and you have understood how to do the Ghatnakram Anusar. So for Ghatnakram Anusar also, you should understand the meaning of the sentences that I have tried to do. Let's see. Let's go for the next question. अधोलिखित कथनयोः उचित भावार्थम इति चिन्हेन प्रदर्शयत. So they are telling you one sentence and they have given you the three meanings, and they are asking us to find out what is the exact meaning, what is the appropriate meaning of the sentence. Okay, so the first is sahasa vidhit na kriya, means we should not do any work in hurry burry, in sudden, right? So the first is telling that karyam sarvada e vicharya kartavyam, so we should do the work always after thinking. Karyam yada kada e vicharya kartavya, means sometimes. Yada kada means sometimes only. So sometimes only you should think and do. Third is kanichit karyani e vicharya kartavyani na tu sarvani, means some things should be done after thinking but not all of them. So we should, that is first is the correct option, right? That we should always do the work after thinking only. They are saying that sometimes only, no, and all the work, not one work, correct? So first is the correct answer. Next one, Shipram akriyamanasya kalah pibati tadrasam. So the work which is not done on time, of that the time is going to drink the nectar. Correct? So let's see what are the meanings they are telling. Kalah karyasya anandam nashyati. So time is going to just spoil or destroy the happiness of the work. Second one, karyasya anandah swayam ev nashyati. Means itself only the happiness of the work or the joy of the work will get destroyed. Karyasya swadaha nyunaha bhavati. The taste of the work will also become very less. The happiness of the work will become very less. So it should be again the first option, right? The time is going to destroy, correct? If you are not going to do on the time. I hope these two are clear to all of you. Now let's go for the next mail. Samuchit Prateep Melanam Kurut. So now you have to just match which are having the same meanings. Samuchit Prateep means which are actually appropriate to each other. Those you have to wait. Sorry, Samuchit Prateep Melana means Prateep is the opposite word. So you have to actually match which are the opposite words. Okay, Prateep Melanam is opposite words you have to tell. Got it? So let's see the meanings of the words which are given to us. Adanam is taking. Pradhanam should be there. Samipam is near. Daridryam is poverty. Vivekaha is the power of discretion, you can say, which gives us the power to understand what is right and what is wrong. Upsritya means coming near. Right? These are the meanings of the words given to us. Let's see the meaning of the options. Duram is far. Upsritya is going. Upsritya is like going away. Avivekah is not, or you can say that lack of power of discretion. The lack of discretion, we can say. And then Pradhanam is giving. Sampanta is prosperity. Right? So I hope now after giving you all the meanings in English, you can actually make the answers. Adanam is going to be Pradhanam. Taking will be the opposite to the giving. Samipam is near, so the opposite is going to be Duram. Daridryam is poverty, so the opposite is going to be Sampanta. Correct? Then Avivekaha is going to be the power of discretion. Then Avivekaha is going to be the lack of discretion. Upsrityaha means coming near. Then Upsrityaha will become going far. Right? I am hoping these are easy. So they ask you a lot of these kind of questions in Bhashik Karyam and other mains. So please remember all these things nicely. Now, next question. Atra Visheshan Padani Dattani. Okay, so they have given us some Visheshan Shabd. These are the Visheshan Shabd. Etani Adho Likhit Visheshyay Saha Yojat. You have to match them that which Visheshan word is for which Visheshya. Fine. So I'll tell you the meaning of these all words. Chirkal Palitaha means someone who has been taken care from a long time. Putra Nirvisheshaha means like a son. Krishnaha means black. Rakta Vilipt Mukhpadaha means someone who is covered with blood. Then Sustaha means happy. Vyapaditaha means killed. Upakarakaha means kind. And Mritaha means dead. Right? Let's decide one by one. So Chirkal Palitaha, I am writing for Nakulaha 1, Balakaha 2, and for Sarpaha, I am writing 3. Got it? So whatever I'm writing 1, that is for Nakulaha. What I'm writing 2, that is for Balak. And what I am writing for Sarpaha, that is for 3, that is for Sarpaha. Correct? So Chirkal Palitaha means taken care from a long time. Who was that? Mongoose, correct? Putra Nirvisheshaha means like son. Who was he? Again Nakulaha. Krishnaha. Who was black? The snake. Correct? Sarpa. Rakta Vilikta Mukhpadaha means covered with blood. Who was that? Again mongoose. Sustaha. Happy. Who was? Balakaha. Right? The boy. Then Vyapaditaha means killed. So who was killed? The snake. Correct? Upakarakaha, who was kind. Nakulaha, correct? And Mritaha, who died? The Sarpaha, correct? So for this Mritaha, it can be both because both died, right? But especially they used Mritaha for Sarpaha, but it can be for Nakulaha also because in the story they both have been shown as died. I think Mritaha has been used for Nakulaha and Vyapaditaha has been used for the Sarpaha. Both are fine because both are like meaning giving the meaning is killed and both were killed in the story. Okay, that's it. So this is the Anvay of both the shlokas which are given in the story. So just go through the Anvayas. Remember, try to remember them because Anvay comes to you in the exam as an exercise. They will write the full Anvay. They will give you some fill in the blanks or some blank they will give you, and then there will be a helping word ka box, and they will write the full shloka also as it is. So you have to just choose that which word are missing and what should come where, right from the shloka itself. So I hope you will be able to do that. And if you want me to make a separate video for Anvay, I will make it. Please let me know in the comment section. Okay. So I hope yes. That's good. We have finished the exercises of this chapter completely. I am hoping you people understood all the exercises and you enjoyed watching and it was not boring. I made it interesting, making you understand word by word. So I hope you liked the video and you understood the full chapter nicely with explanation and exercises. And now I am sure that you will be able to crack this chapter exercises in your exam nicely. So in the end, if you like the video, please give a thumbs up and share it with your friends in case they are also looking for help in Sanskrit. And don't forget to subscribe the channel. So that's it for today's video. I will see you soon with the new video with some new lessons in Sanskrit. And till that time, take care, keep learning Sanskrit. Thank you.